What's up, guys? Welcome to Everything Currency. So, man, I know you guys might have or may have not been following what's going on with the entire narrative right now with Sam Bankman-Fried and the whole space. Very crazy week in crypto. So I wanted to have a little crypto walk and talk to you guys a little bit about this situation. I got about 10-15 minutes before my friend gets here, and right now we're about to go have some, I don't know, I can't decide if I just want Irish coffee or if I just want to go straight in for the tequila. So we gonna see, get something to eat, stuff like that. But it's a very nice, beautiful Saturday today. Now, what is going on in the crypto market is not so beautiful, I guess. There's a bunch of crazy shit going on right now. There ain't even no lack of better words. That's the only way you can put it. Bunch of crazy shit going on right now. So I talked about the Sam Bankman thing and the CZ thing. Turns out like that was like this much of it. It's like huge situation right now. But I will say this before I even get into any of it, like all of these narratives and all that stuff right now, it's just speculation. Like the price of these coins, like it's all just some speculation shit right now. Everybody's kind of guessing and everybody's just making up. There's just a bunch of narratives. We don't know what's made up and we don't know what's true. So if you follow me on Twitter, I posted on Twitter like, yo, between, you know, sex rings and pedos and coke heads and millions and billions of dollars and all this shit. What the hell? And all this shit, like, that fool started running back behind me. I thought I was about to have to drop something real quick, you know. But man, it's kind of sad, the pandemic of drug addicts and stuff we got going around. But it's crazy because it's like you literally see like a family right there with kids, and there's like some across the street like and people are used to it. It's kind of crazy. But what's going on in this market? I said between all this crazy stuff that we're hearing about, like we don't know what's true. So I'm gonna let the dust settle a little bit, because right now I do think there's probably a little bit of people trying to go for the spotlight. I think it's a bunch of news outlets that are trying to catch on to this hype and get the story, because that's how they get paid, you know. Like even yesterday there was a, CZ, because of this whole thing, came out and said, here's my proof of reserve so that we don't have a bank run on Binance, and started claiming that they never transfer, users' funds out of the currency that they transferred it in. So if you transferred in ETH, they still have that ETH. They don't transfer it to other funds, which is what you're supposed to be doing if you're a crypto exchange, right? So that's pretty cool. But a news outlet came out and said, hey, Binance is struggling now. CZ called them out and they deleted the article. But FTX has now filed for bankruptcy. Sam Bankman-Fried is apparently on the run. There has been a hike on the FTX exchange as soon as they filed for bankruptcy. Inside job, of course. Bunch of news coming out about Sam being a bad guy when everybody loved him like a month ago. Like, people like that in crypto, I stay away from. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't invested with Roger Ver. I wasn't invested with Zoo. I don't invest with a lot of these NFT people who come up and they're this big polarizing figure. I didn't invest with Do Kwon. And I would have the same issue with Ethereum, but Vitalik literally sits there and says, hey, don't put me as like the front guy, and he shuts the hell up sometimes and lets everybody else talk, which is a pretty good thing. But with Sam Bankman-Fried, it turns out that there's rumors about him being a Fed, straight up. Now, BitBoy made an announcement saying that he's the Fed. Brian Armstrong is the Fed. They're trying to create a monopoly. They're trying to destroy crypto. They're trying to help out their homies in Washington. So us as a community, as a crypto decentralized community, we need to watch out for those fools. We still don't know if that's true yet, but the evidence is there. The evidence is definitely there for some of these things to be going on. So I haven't talked to y'all all week, so I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know my thoughts on the situation. I'm letting the dust clear right now. I don't know what the hell to believe. The stories are surely fun to hear about. Like who would have thought that little, you know, what's her name? That little girl, that Sam Bankman's girlfriend. Like, who would have thought she was like in some crazy sex thing with that fool and all this other stuff? And then you got employees coming out talking about they were having these wild coke parties and blah blah blah. They were always on something. Now, me personally, if just a side note on that, the reason why I think that could be true is because if you look at Sam from about 2 years ago to a year to today, like his most recent interview, just look at his figure, look at his face, look at his health. And if I've grown up around drug addicts, so I kind of know what those things look like sometimes. Like, I'm not saying it's true for sure, but like his health kind of deteriorated in a crazy way in the last 2 years. Like, he started off small, skinny dude, but yeah, crazy things in the crypto space. I tried to do this video yesterday, did a crypto walk at the park, had a crazy situation with a little girl and some random guy. Like, I felt like the little girl was in danger, so I stopped recording in the middle, and I didn't record the whole entire situation, but I saw a little girl, a little, you know, proper looking dressed little white girl, and this Hispanic dude who looked, you know, kind of like a bum, like he was dressed like a bum. And I felt like it was weird because when I walked by, dude was not making eye contact with me, but the little girl kind of looked at me and was like, hey, like trying to get my attention. And once I approached them, you know, she was just excited because I had a camera, but the whole situation just looked hella weird, and I felt like the little girl was in danger, and she kind of gave me this look like, help me. So I stopped recording. I went back to go help her, and it ended up being cool. And I didn't want to record the guy because I didn't know if, you know, that was like her brother or something like that, but I wanted to still check on it. So maybe I'll release that video, but it was only recorded like yesterday, and the information on it is completely different now. Like, now FTX is hacked. Users' funds are not safe. They said FTX US was safe. Now it's not safe. Now it's hacked, you know, and filing for bankruptcy and all this stuff. So kind of the same thing when you see these things go down, actually. Like, the founders come out and just say, oh no, we're good. And then a little bit later they say, my bad. So that's kind of what we've seen happen. So I'll keep you guys posted on my thoughts on the story. I'm just letting it develop more because I'm hearing too much crazy stuff. So, and I would suggest, you know, if you're listening to it and you're all interested, because it is pretty interesting, craziest week in crypto for sure, just take everything that you hear, take everything that you hear with a grain of salt. For sure. Because, sheesh. But the drama in crypto is unlike anything else. And this reminds me of the story about what happened when Segwit 2X got canceled, which was supposed to be a big old Bitcoin update and fork that was going to create another chain and all this stuff, and it ended up being canceled over some crazy reasons. The stories are behind it were crazy, but kind of reminds me of that. So y'all take everything with a grain of salt. Still keep dollar cost averaging. Let me know if there's anything you guys need from me. Hit me up in the groups. And yeah, y'all think positive things will happen. Like and subscribe. RIP to Crypto Roots. Till next time, peace.